So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I'm joined by the band Miracle Blood, and they're a band from Boston, and I would play, they play like a type of like really like in your face, like punk with some metallic influence to it. So I'm here with it's a trio. So usually when bands that are trio usually kick ass. It's really weird that you'll find a band with three people that's not that great. So if you have three people and you can make that noise, that's awesome. So first of all, guys, how are you tonight?
Doing awesome.
Yeah, doing well. We just had practice, so maybe a little bit sweaty, but
Yeah,
oh,
thanks for
chill.
having us.
Yeah.
No, thank you for doing this. I really enjoyed this album. And the sound, it's very raw in your face. So for people that don't know you, tell us your name and what you do in the band.
Sure. I'm Andrew. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Garrett. I play bass.
And I'm Anthony. I play drums.
Awesome. So yeah, tell us how, the background of the band. I know that you've been started a few years ago and you self-released the 2022 record that you put out. So tell us a little bit about how you guys got together.
Sure. So the project technically started like 10 years ago in 2014 between myself and my friend Tom. And it was just a two-piece for a while. And it was really just like slow start, really experimenting and kind of recording stuff on our own, slow with some local shows. And then in 2016, Garrett joined on bass. And then in 2022, early that year, Tom ended up leaving the band, and Anthony luckily joined us. And from there, we had the songs that would be Melter already recorded, and we put them onto a record and released it, and started to play a lot more live. Went on a tour, and very, very quickly wrote our follow-up, Hello Hell, which is coming out in just a few weeks. And yeah,
November the
kind of,
15th on
what's that?
Nefarious
Yes.
on it's Nefarious Records, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nefarious Industries.
Nefarious Industries Records. It's okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's a few weeks from now, Hello Hell. And I like it because it's short to the point. I think it's like 30 something minutes, right?
Yeah, I think it's like under 33 minutes, 10 songs.
Yeah. Straight to the point. And you like there's some songs that I don't know. I found like some hilarious like lines to them. So I'm like, yeah, you definitely guys have a sense of humor. And then I saw the music videos, and I could really tell that my favorite is the music videos was Phenomenon. Uh, that one was great, and let's see. I want to show the video because that video. So here we have the Miracle Blood YouTube page. So I subscribed today. So if you have some new subscriber, it was me. Uh, and so this is the music video. It's yeah, it's really cool. Uh, so first of all, who's filming you?
So our buddy Matt Bass, he plays in a band called the Endorphins, but he is very, very talented photographer and videographer. He's local. We've worked with him and he's just like an awesome dude. So we tapped him to kind of put this one together for us.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna show more of the video. It's only 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So first of all, let me tell you, man, you have a career in acting. That faces, I'm like, yeah, that's straight out of Jackass. Like the faces, you're running, you're really selling it to me. So let's keep watching because I really love this video.
Listen, man, we don't have to act to be jackasses. It's just pure.
this this part when you when you're doing the gasoline and you timed it with the lyric of the gasoline, like were people looking at you strange in the gasoline, like what the hell is up with this dude?
We're in an area called Allston in Boston, and it's kind of an everything goes kind of area. So we kind of knew that we could probably get away with doing things longer in this part of town than in other places. And it was kind of like, let's just do it until somebody says that we can't do it in any of these locations.
It's pretty normal behavior for the area.
Yeah.
It's just it's a normal Saturday night. So
Yeah.
question, because there's a part on the song where you're like just like a phenomenon, and I gotta ask, because I was there an LL Cool J song that said something like that? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm like,
so this is a long string of that line being repeated, and I believe it's actually uh there's like a Grandmaster Flash song that uses that hook. And I don't know, it's very likely that that might have been lifted from something else or sampled from something else as well. But yeah, there's
so that's
also
not you doing that's something like a phenomenon, or
Oh
is
no,
it you
it's
singing? Because it sounded like you singing.
it's us, but I mean, I definitely was aware of that line being in, I think, several songs when we put it into this song.
Yeah, because I was listening to it, I'm like, this sounds familiar. I'm like, I think I heard this before. So let's watch more of the music video. The supermarket, yeah, that part was hilarious. You see an employee, he doesn't know that he's in the music video. Uh, but it's like this video is brilliant because you took everyday stuff that you do and you make it, and I had to ask the camera that was used, because it looks fucking great.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty legit camera. Like I said, it's like an area where there's always a bunch of weirdos doing weird stuff. So like in the grocery store too, we're like, we'll do it until an employee tells us to get out of here with with a big camera.
How
And
long did you film in the supermarket?
it was probably
Maybe
like,
close to an hour.
yeah, I'd say so. Like longer
Well,
than I thought it would be. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
so I don't think they really cared. So let's keep watching more of the video. Where is this?
This is in Alston. What's it called? Like now, the like Bancroft or something like that.
It used to be Pizzeria
Yeah.
Regina's. It's called Hobson's now. But
Hobson's.
there's like, yeah, this train car there. So when we started the video, we were in that area and we thought it would be a cool piece to film on.
Yeah.
Did you
I
film
believe
the whole video in one? Was it one day or was it a few? Like how long did it take?
one day plus the grocery store and the gas station were like a separate evening, I
But you know
believe.
what? You were wearing the same shirts, so you put attention to detail, like because people were being like, ah, they put a different shirt, so you kept that attention to detail. But so yeah, that's great. And I'm gonna jump forward to the end because at the end is the part you're driving, you're doing mischief in the grocery store, but at the end you're being chased. It's zombies because I was like, are they supposed to be zombies? What are they supposed to be?
So these are all just like our buddies from like the Boston scene, more or less. And I guess in our mind it was just like they're just
Cannibal.
cannibals. Yeah, cannibals, I guess was
Yeah.
we wanted to do we kind of had done a zombie themed video already, so we're like, what's kind of like that, but not, I guess, like cannibalism.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's watch the end where you're getting chased and eaten. Was that spaghetti that you guys used?
Yeah.
It definitely was. Yeah.
And question, did you buy it at the grocery store?
We did. Yeah, we bought it at the grocery store, but we made it red and pink ourselves. I when I boiled it, I put in some like red food coloring, and then we got some strawberry Nesquik, and used it to make it look bloody and whatnot.
Yeah, this is like a behind the scenes of the music video, like they used to do in the 90s on MTV when they played fucking music. where they put
Remember
like
that?
the behind the scenes, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, we were pretty lucky that, this amount of
awesome.
people was down to get, messy
Yeah.
and just, kind of spend the day doing that because it's
I
work.
would have been down for that music video because it looks like a great fucking time. And a lot of people nowadays, like a lot of music videos, since music videos aren't as important as they used to be. Sometimes they feel that they're just a video of them playing, but you went all out with this music video, and I'm sure it wasn't like a huge budget, but man, it's a fun music video. So I just watched the video. I'm like, yeah, I gotta show. I can't just like talk about the music video and not show it. I don't know if people will be able to listen to the song. If not, go to fucking YouTube and watch the music video. It's great. It's one of the something about this album, even though it's harsh in your face. It's fun. It's a fun record. So talking about like I would like to know like which band influenced you guys when you were starting getting into music.
When we were young and getting into music.
Well, I think you still look young, man. How old are you?
Thank you. So I mean,
You're in your 20s.
oh, thanks so much. That really means a lot. We're definitely older than that, but
Okay, but
but
you're not 47. Okay, so yeah, when you were getting into music, yeah, in your teens, like what bands influence you guys?
sure. So I mean, one commonality I feel like we've all found is that we all definitely grew up on Metallica.
Oh yeah.
That was like a big influence. For myself, also like Nirvana, Green Day, and then like into heavier stuff like Rage Against the Machine, was a big one for me. And then, as you went through high school and college, I got into like metal, like more like underground metal and punk and hardcore and post-hardcore, and then noise rock. Um, yeah.
Yeah. What
You,
about the rest of the guys?
you gotta throw System of a Down in there.
Yeah, definitely a big commonality for us three, System.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, they're if they would get their shit together and just release new music. But
Come
I'm
back.
thinking at this time, I don't think it would be that great. Too much time has passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be more nostalgic, and so at this time, I just like whatever. Do not put any more new music. So, the name of the band, Miracle Blood, what's the story behind the band name?
So I think just my friends and I loved just making up band names, just like as a like, hey, these two words together would be funny as a band name. And then that was one of those that the more I thought about it, I was like, I actually really like that, because it kind of reminds me of like one of those like corny kind of old products like Miracle Whip or Miracle Grow, but then also like
Yeah.
scary and like blood, and I don't know, it just was like an interesting combination. It's interesting, sometimes people ask if we're like religious, and I'm not going to speak for anybody else in the band.
Uh,
But it's just
I don't
interesting.
think so.
Yeah.
I listened to the album. It's not like you're satanic or evil, but it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's say this: it doesn't sound like Skillet. Straight up.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
practice on Sundays.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's important. You need to practice. It's just another day to practice. So it's just because it also sounds like the way the logo, like you would be into like 80s horror, like old horror movies.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, that's another commonality that us three all have. And I think with with that music video that you were showing and the other one for Lobotomizer, I think we were
Oh,
trying to.
lobotomizer, yeah, that's another cool one. But also, I chose my favorite one. After that, lobotomizer was good because it was like a Frankenstein type of thing that you guys
It's
turned
very
into Frankenstein at the end,
like Evil Dead, if you've
like
ever seen
Evil Dead. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool. So yeah, plus we're in October. This being Halloween, like any picks for Halloween, like a movie that you would recommend to see on Halloween?
I mean, for myself, I love the classic Halloween because it's, really simple but still
Yeah.
really scary.
Not the
Not,
Rob Zombie one.
I mean, I like that, but I understand why people, weren't into it. But we all love like The Thing too. Like that's
Yeah.
definitely one to throw on around this time.
Yeah. I think were they gonna do a remake of that one of the thing?
They
I,
did.
oh, they did.
It was either a remake or it was like I think it was technically a prequel.
Didn't
Who?
see it. Was it
I
good?
don't think.
I didn't.
I
I've
I
didn't
didn't.
see it. Who was on that one?
I have no clue. The only thing I know about that movie is that they shot it with practical effects, and then the producers made them go back and reshoot it with CGI instead.
Oh my God. That
That's like,
that has to suck. Like go
yeah.
and reshoot the whole damn thing again. So hello Halloween, the classic one. Other picks that you guys would say?
Texas Chainsaw. It's the 50th anniversary this year, so definitely
That's
gotta throw that.
crazy. That's 50 years old.
I know, yeah, and it
Yeah, it's
still
wild.
holds up. It's still pretty fucking scary. So,
I would
More on
say
the
so.
goofy side of things. I watched Dead Alive again recently because Greg from our label, he just was on a podcast talking about that movie, and that's one of my favorites. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's scary, but it's definitely the practical effects are amazing in a low budget kind of way, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think one of the worst like horror movies, I don't know if it's Troll 1 or Troll
Troll
2, the one
2.
with that scene
Troll
where they're
2.
like they're eating her.
And then they're gonna eat me.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
Oh my
just
God.
the kid
it's
like
just such bad acting. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if that's Troll 1, Troll 2, but there's a few crappy ones.
Troll
Uh
2.
Yeah. And there's
yeah.
no trolls in it. It's goblins.
Yeah, Nilbog is goblin backwards,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they go to Nilbog.
Jesus.
Then why did they name it Troll? Yeah, it makes no sense. It's been a
Money.
long time since I've seen like horror movies. The last ones that I saw, I think I saw that one. What's the name? Where the girl loses her head in a park in a car.
Hereditary.
Oh,
Hereditary.
it's
Yeah.
bonkers.
I didn't like it.
Oh
Really?
no, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the main actress did a good job, but I don't know when the girl put her head. I'm like, oh, she's gonna lose her head. Okay, yeah, there she goes. She lost her head. I'm like, it was so predictable. Like I knew
Saw
she
it
was gonna
coming.
lose her head. But yeah, I haven't seen Midsummer, or
Yeah, I've watched.
Midsummer or whatever its name is. That one good?
Oh yeah. But I mean, if you didn't like Hereditary,
If I didn't like Hereditary, maybe I don't know. Like it
Midsummer's
wasn't my
interesting because it's like most horror movies are dark, right? Like
yeah.
it's dark out. It's scary when it's dark. Midsummer is like they go to a place where it's light out 24 hours, but they make that scary. So it's kind of, taking that angle on things. So it's kind of interesting.
That's different, making like the day scary.
Yeah.
Which because everyone does stuff like when it's like at night. So yeah, let me show now the artwork for the upcoming album, which is a pretty cool artwork. Here we have the artwork, pretty old school looking artwork. Tell me a little bit about what the band was going for with this artwork.
Sure. So we went through like a ton of different options before we settled on this. But We wanted something that was red because the album name has hell in it, and we were like, it's got to be
Mm-hmm.
red for hell, duh. And then I think a lot of the record is kind of about thoughts on the world and anxieties on the world and life. So I think the Burning Brain was representative of that. And then the skull that I used for this collage is actually the same skull that we used for the Melter record. So it also kind of ties back to the first record as well and kind of makes it like a through thread.
Yeah, and it looks really punk. It has that punk aesthetic. Uh, because you guys are punk, but punk like real punk, metallic punk. There's no pop punk on this record, just so people know. No pop punk. This is like very in your face punk, almost not hardcore, but yeah, different types of elements. So yeah, this is a cool album artwork, and it really fits in with the music. So tell us a little bit about more of like the themes that you cover on this record.
Yeah, so in terms of like lyrics, like that's my honestly I can consider that my like weakest point, but um
You
we
know
all
what? That's being honest, man. Uh,
it
yeah,
is
because there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, my lyrics are
yeah.
so deep," and you're like, "Well, my lyrics kind of suck, but
Well,
gotta work on that."
I
So
think his lyrics are great, and I
they're
think that
cool.
something that comes up a lot in the lyrics he writes is kind of like the horror of the mundane,
Hmm.
and just kind of like the horrors in like kind of normal everyday life, and maybe horror is a little bit of a dramatic kind of word, but just like not wanting to wake up and go through the day and not wanting to do shit and watching like uh just like things.
Netflix.
And
No,
chilling.
more like watching things happen in your life that like happen to many people that are common experiences, but doesn't make them any less awful.
Thanks,
Yeah, I
Garrett.
don't.
That
I
was a
think
great
they're pretty
summary.
cool, and and just uh the titles of the songs are fucking hilarious. Like you got a song called "Pets and Owners," which like you know what? You can if they make a Life of Pets #3, you can try to sell it for that one.
Yeah, we're gonna need some sync licensing on that. Is that like Pixar or something? Let's
Yeah,
get
no,
that
that's not
Pixar.
on Pixar. So maybe you
Oh,
know why? Because it's not on Pixar, it's not on Disney. You might have a chance.
oh, there
Because
you
I
go.
remember Life of Pets used they use System of a Down in one part of I think
The
on the first
orgy
song.
Oh,
song.
that's right.
They
That's
use
right.
Bounce, the song that's about an orgy.
Yes,
The
on a
kids
kids
do it.
movie where they're like downs, poka 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 poka. Well, if you think all the dogs were in a party, so we don't know if they had a dog orgy. Uh, we don't know what happened there, but yeah, I think the song titles, and I think there's some lines that I felt funny, but I can't remember. I think it was in the first "You Laugh," but I can't remember what you say. But I remember hearing something. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but I felt like, yeah, that's kind of funny, but I can't remember what it was right now.
Then you wet yourself.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
and you.
yeah, we like, I like putting in some funny lines here and there. It keeps things fun, right? Like you said, like it's heavy, it's a heavy record, it's aggressive, but it's still fun in a way. A band that we've bonded over is like the McCluskey and Future of the Left, and I really feel like Andrew Falkus does a great job of always incorporating some good senses of humor and irony into his lyrics, and I definitely uh strive to do that because I feel like sometimes if I'm overly serious, it kind of feels like I'm being a little too self-important or something.
And I feel like we try and inject humor, not like just lyrically, but also like sometimes we'll do something in a song because like we think it's kind of amusing and funny. Like there's a lot of humor that we try and bring to like the lyrics, the music, and like our live performances. Like there's a lot of snark there.
Yeah, one of your music videos is in a live performance, and when I was listening to this record, the first thing I thought is, this is the type of music that I want to see live in a dive bar and just like fucking go crazy because it's fun music. It's and also it passed the. I also listened to it in my car. It passed the car test.
The most
Like, you know,
important
because
part.
it's like people, you know, like, yeah, I have vinyl and but it's good to put it in vinyl. But sometimes, you know, the car, man, you're moving. So if you pass the car test, it's good for me. Uh, and the last song on the record, also, I thought it was "Prepare for Breakfast." And I don't know why I'm a father. I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I thought of like it sounded as chaotic as my morning sounds when I'm trying to get them to do shit. I'm like telling my son, get dressed. And for some reason, he thought that putting his pants on backwards was the thing. And I'm like, no, what's wrong? Like, what? He's like, oh, it doesn't go like this. I'm like, no. So yeah, like the mornings are chaotic. So when you're talking about prepare for breakfast, what do you mean? Is it literally like prepare for breakfast, or is there like a deeper story for that one?
The line itself, I think, is actually kind of literal, literal, where it's like, you know, like I said, it's like everyday life, a lot of everyday life
Yeah.
themes. So like,
You should
it's
make a
about,
music video
yeah.
for that.
You think so? Okay, we're thinking about, you know, if there's another one that we got to do a music video for, what would it be? So that's good input.
I don't. There's a lot of cool tracks here, but I think that would be cool because it could be just like a video of like chaos through breakfast. I don't know, like a food fight through breakfast, and you're trying to eat, and at the end you like get up and like, let me finish my fucking breakfast.
Yeah. Food
Or
fight would be a fun thing to do. Probably not clean up afterwards, but that would be
Cereal
fun to
everywhere.
have. Yeah.
no. The thing is, you every extra, you're like, bring your own bag. You have to clean this shit
Yeah.
after we finish the music video. But yeah, I think that would be. I'm giving you video ideas, and you can put the shield dude as he gave us the idea
Yeah.
of,
We'll give you
doing
credit.
this one. Uh, right now, when you play songs, which how many songs from this album are you currently playing live? The free singles, or are you incorporating other ones?
We've been incorporating songs from this record into our live set for a while now, so they're all we can play all of them live, and we kind of shuffle through show by show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool that you can put it that way. The other title that I thought was funny was like Ghost Marching Slow. like yeah. Well, would you rather the ghost to be fast and go straight at you, or would you rather it be like a slow like a slow ghost?
Right, yeah. It's kind of goes back to the horror movie thing where it's like you can have the old school zombies go slow, and then the 2000s that all of a sudden zombies could run really fast at you.
Yeah, and some of the newer movies they can solve math problems and stuff. I'm like, aren't they supposed to be dead and dumb? Like, why? Like, I remember like the worst horror like zombie movie to me is World War C with Brad Pitt.
Oh, where
And
they're like
Seen that.
ladders
it's
out of each other and stuff.
why it's so bad? Because I actually read the book, and you know what's in the book and the movie? Absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah, the book is a different. The book is so riveting, interesting, and the movie is just like at the end, Brad Pitt is like, I'm so hot, they cannot bite me." Oh, and well, spoiler alerts for people who haven't seen World War C, but at the end, Brad Pitt, he doesn't live because he's pretty, but he lives because he injects himself with a sickness, and zombies apparently cannot bite people who are sick. And I'm like, that makes no sense. They are dead.
Bad
Right,
blood.
right, yeah. But they're
Yeah,
already dead though.
yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
like
stinky.
they're like, oh, the zombie would be like, I'm dead, but I have standards,
Yeah.
and I draw the line at biting you
Yeah.
because you're sick. And you know what? It wasn't in the fucking book.
That's
So yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Do you guys have any favorite in the zombie ones? Like what you like?
I like 28 Days Later.
Yeah,
That's a good
That's a great
one.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned Dead Alive earlier.
Yeah.
That's a hilarious zombie movie.
Yeah, pretty cool. And in the shows, I like The Last of Us, The Walking Dead. I call them the boring dead, because it got so
First
boring.
season's like first few seasons of Walking Dead is pretty good, but yeah, it got very repetitive after a
Yeah, you
while.
know what didn't make sense about that show? So they went somewhere and they're like, "Oh, we cleared. There's no more zombies here." So what does logic tell you? We need to move forward. I'm like, no, you clear the zombies in that area. Just stay there.
Right.
But yeah, if you think about it, that series basically is the Incredible Hulk series from the 70s. All the episodes, he would get mad and throw stuff, and then at the end, he had to go to a new town and do the same shit again.
Yeah.
The comics are awesome.
I never read the comics, but yeah, I've been told that they're awesome. But yeah, I was more into The Last of Us, but also because I played the video game. So plus, I like it that they explain why it happened, and it actually made sense. So I thought it was interesting. So guys, the album's out in a few weeks. What now that are you gonna have some shows? Let know the people what's next for Miracle Blood.
Yeah, so we got some shows coming up. And then next year we're going to be touring a few times in April as well as this summer. And yeah, we're just really excited for people to hear the record. We're extremely proud of it. It came out exactly how we wanted it to, basically. And yeah, we recorded with Alex Allenson, who is a very talented producer and recording engineer that's local to here in Boston. He just did a fantastic job. The record sounds like super heavy, super in your face, but it still has all those elements that you talked about that kind of make us us, where it's got the humor, it's fun. And yeah, we just are excited for people to hear that and come see us live because we love playing live as well.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I'd love to see you guys live. I think it would be so cool. So hopefully, if you come one day to Puerto Rico, like it would be like super cool because it's energetic, it's fun because there's some metal that is just too serious for its own good. It's like okay, yes, you're too serious, but come on, like it's supposed to be fun. But there's I could see you guys touring with like bands that are heavy, like you could tour with bands like heavy like Fit for an Autopsy, but also tour with like punk bands and oh, that other band that's pretty cool, the Better Lovers, which has like it's basically Every Time I Die with the guy
Yeah.
from the Dillinger Escape Plan. So it's that type of vibe of fun and in your face. So
Yeah. If you know those dudes, put in a good word for us.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I knew them, but yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, like take Miracle Blood with you on tour. But no, not yet. So before I let you guys go, anything you like to say to the people who are gonna watch this video?
Thanks for watching. Check us out. Hopefully you like it. If you're not, that's fine too. Yeah, I don't know. What do we got?
It's definitely an album you want to listen to all the way through. Yeah, we're really proud of how it came out. It was just a really awesome experience. I happened to join the band, I feel like at the perfect time when they were hitting their stride with their sound. And we're just happy to get it out now because we recorded it in April of 2023. So yeah, it feels good to be able to finally celebrate and have people hear it.
For
Awesome.
sure.
Are you guys already working on your stuff, or is it too soon for now?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we're always working on new stuff. It's like you know, you always have to be doing new stuff too. You can't just sit too long in one place. So we definitely have new stuff that we're working on as well. And yeah, I agree with listening through it all the way through. Like we made it so, like you said, 33 minutes, 10 songs. We wanted to be like no filler at all, just straight on through, just rocking and fun. So
Yeah. Like that song 41 album, all killer, no filler.
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
so
You're like, damn it, they picked the best name for an album. That's like a perfect album title. But
it
yeah,
really is.
yeah. So yeah, it's I really enjoyed it. It's a fun record. Uh, and plus the music, when I saw the music videos, I'm like, yeah, these guys know how to have fun, so I can joke around with them when I talk to them. So yeah, I want to thank you guys, for taking some time of your night in Boston, from joining me from your couch in Boston to my couch in Puerto Rico. So Couchers, Miracle Blood, the album Hello. It's Hello Hell, right?
You got it.
Hello Hell. I don't know why I was gonna say something else. Thank God that I didn't say Hello Kitty.
Hello, nurse.
Hello Hell is going to be out on November the 15th. I'm gonna put the links for people who want to pre-order. So until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.